How's it going? My name is Joshua Curry-Jester. I'll be giving an informative speech as to why if growing muscle is your goal, or why multiple rep ranges is key. Right. So the first thing I want to find out from you guys, if you guys have any, muscle goals or body goals, anything like that.
Yeah, get this. I'm trying to get this a little bit more bigger.
Okay.
I think I maxed it out as far as it's gonna go. I'm gonna keep working on it. What you got?
Good. That's good. Somebody in?
How to get thick.
How to get thick? Okay, yeah. So in order to do that, one of the things that we try to train or look to train is in hypertrophy. Right? And hypertrophy is just basically a fancy way of saying, growing your muscles, right? Getting size, getting gains in your muscles, right? And so typically the hypertrophy range that we try to train in is somewhere between, say, 8 minimal repetitions, up to say 12 to 15 repetitions, right? So in order to do this, we try to aim to hit somewhere between 60 to 75% of whatever your 1 rep max is, because studies have shown that range of intensity is actually the best possible range for growing muscle and getting into hypertrophy. So a typical rep scheme is somewhere between, say 4 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions, right? But what exercises should you do? So there's compound lifts and then there's isometric lifts. So your compound lifts are just lifts that involve multiple muscle groups. So we're looking at your bench press, your squat, your deadlift, your overhead press, your bent over rows. Typically, when you're training to grow size on your muscles, you're going to aim for that 60 to 75% for these compound lifts, right? But if you're trying to grow or train for strength, you're trying to aim for somewhere around 80 to say 90% of whatever those 1 rep maxes are. So the cool thing is that hypertrophy is a paintbrush, whereas strength training is more of a paint roller, right? So even if you were to be training for size, training for strength is also going to get you the same goal. So it's easier to train hypertrophy mentally, but it's just as hard physically, if not harder. So the rep ranges are different between strength training and hypertrophy training because it requires a different facet of your training, right? So in strength training, we're looking at anywhere between 1 rep up to 6, and in hypertrophy training, we're looking at 6+ reps, so maybe like 18 to 15 reps. So personally, I've always thought of repetition ranges were different based on your goals, right? So I was partially misinformed about this. So how have I trained? So I started seriously getting into training in middle school, going into high school. Right, a lot of things that I did was football and I ran track. Right, so my dad, being a former athlete himself, got me into what it means to be a football player and to be a track athlete, right? So our rep ranges were really all over the place because football players and athletes in general have to train not just for strength, but also for muscular size and endurance. So I trained anywhere between working up to heavy singles all the way up to training 20+ reps on some exercises. So my time from football slowly transitioned into bodybuilding, right? And so when I began bodybuilding after my football career ended, the guy I was training with, had me suddenly going from heavy doubles and triples all the way up to doing 12+ reps. Basically the same weight that I was doing for football, right? So, bodybuilding training versus athletic or football training is totally different. It's really a spectrum, So my time up until now has been more along the lines of, power building. That's more of working up to a heavy single on my compound lifts or my bench squat and deadlift. But immediately afterwards, I train in a hypertrophy style bodybuilding type of method, right? So I'll do anywhere between 4 to 6 sets, anywhere between 10 to 20 reps per exercise. All of that came together, all those styles of training came together to create the man you see before you today, right? Because this has really become my own style of training I like to think that it took years of training, to build the physique that you want. You know what I mean? It's not something that you can do, in 6 months or maybe even a year. It's something that really takes time, dedication, and consistency to really get to. So going forward, I think that this style of training is the best training method for me personally. Everyone's goals and everyone's physiologies are different, but personally I feel like this type of training works for me, and I'll definitely stick with it going forward into the future. So in conclusion, if your goal is to grow, it shouldn't be impeded by cookie cutter programs, right? So a program that you might find online, it's probably just a basic program that a trainer wrote up maybe for themselves or for someone in particular. But take all programs with a grain of salt. Find a program that works best for you. Maybe even combine multiple programs together. So although programs that incorporate a lot of 12 plus reps are bountiful and plenty, finding or developing your own program with heavy compound movements in the 2 to 6 rep range, and then following that up with hypertrophy style training in the 8 plus rep range, will definitely give you a happy medium between the two methods or versions or styles of training, and will allow you to get your goals and grow in the future. Thank you so much.